About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Express. 21. Hey, Tuesday. Check 3. Hey, exit.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch the twist. 20.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Lucky. 58. Go. 25.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
Wait. 51 to Mike, boys. 52. Hey, D-Line, let's get him there. Mike 51. Hey, Ripley. Here I come.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Wait. Check Mike, 27. Come to my work. Get up.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On third down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! You. Under 10. Under 31. Hatchet. Kill.
Now high. Room here to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Space. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. 39. Mike 41. Hey, Charlie. Pretty quiet. 25.
On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Here's Ryan to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Here's Matt Bosher now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That sack by Khalil Mack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson finds a seam inside the 40. It's complete. Stills. And down to the 29-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. Watch the pass. 20. 51 to Mike. Hey, ready, set up. Kill. Hey, wait. 25.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the whip. Hey, 59, ready. Five. Ready to go. 5,
Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, express. Hey, box truck. What is that? Get up. Wait.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Get that ball. 21. Hey, let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 29, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
24. Check out. 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. And let's go.
They'll toss it to Miller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Watson now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Jim, watch the ship. Watch the 6. Bullet, half. Watch the ship. Hey, 59. Down the boat.
On 2nd down, high. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check 53's money. I'm not ready. Check 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Shutting defenders at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hey, high 7. 54, south.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Jones has it. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
No. 20, 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, South. Be ready.
Freeman again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Don't let it breathe, defense. Check 90. Hey, check. You got take.
Here's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Ain't no go. We taking wins home. All right, 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6-man. Check crew.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. This is caught by Robinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Ryan. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, check. 51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. 25.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Freeman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Falcons.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah. You don't want none. 51. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Get hey, Wahoo.
Now Ryan. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Oh, he's got it.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Got it. 41, Mike, 41. Get your swerve on. Hey, Echo. 41's coming. 41's the Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Got it. 41's the Mike. Hey, Tuesday. Get up. Ready to go.
To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. Hey, Sal. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. I'm coming. Bravo. 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Steve 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the lane. Hey, Mike 51, Mike. Space. Hey. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, Rick Lance. Hey, let's go. Hey, Alpha. Hey, got it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gun. Mike 27. Got you, son. Gun. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Ready, Sonata. Hey, Delta.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Bang. Check.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man up.